Welcome to a quick tutorial and development video. Alright, so this is going to be the new version of the automatic update tool by www.soft-updates.com. Alright, if you haven't already done so, go to www.softupdates.com and install. You get this nice little installer here. Simple, agree to the terms, click next a few times. Alright. So you get this new window. We've made some new updates. We've been working very hard, especially on the installer itself. So let's go ahead and quickly create some content here. Alright, so what we're going to do today is we're going to create a quick installer and update for a Nintendo emulator. It's not my code, not my emulator, not my ROMs, nothing like that. I'm only doing this for an example. Alright, so basically you're just going to go through here step by step, create a change log if you wish. On the first step, you know, the version information, whether you want an icon, the product name, publisher name, it's pretty much all self-explanatory. Here you're going to select the files that you want to install. So I've just selected the Nintendo emulator folder. There's a ton of files in here. And the reason I used this to test is because it had a lot of files and I wanted to stress the installer and everything else. Alright, and just as before in the last video where I showed how you create the output file and everything, excuse me, you're going to do the same thing with this. Alright, the main difference is we've now created file associations, and I'm going to show you that right now. So we're going to type in the file extension .nes, the type of file, and you can call this anything you want, no spaces. So for this example, we're just going to type in NES ROM, and then for the description you can type in anything you wish, and then I'm just going to type in Nintendo ROM. Alright, then I'm going to hit add. So now when the installer installs this program, it's going to add this file association. Alright, so we're going to hit save. Now we're going to go ahead and change the installer look. As you can see, there's a bunch of options, so let's just quickly run through this. So basically you just start off by selecting whatever colors you want. An image, if you want to add an image. Alright, so we're just gonna quickly run through this. Sorry, I know it's not the best looking. Again, we're just trying to get it all just so you can see it. Perfect. Alright. So this is what the new installer is going to look like. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and go with that. And then your API key. If you do not have a key, click this link or just go to www.softupdates.com. That's soft-updates.com as right here. Alright, so you're going to go ahead and put in your end user license agreement, the URL, just like normal, and then you're going to hit publish. But before we do this, I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and I'm just going to save this one as Mario or whatever. And then we're going to go ahead and hit publish, and that's going to go ahead and compress all of these files, create an installer, and then upload those files to our servers to perform updates on later. Alright? Okay, so with this, in this example, there's 1,000+ files. And again, I did this on purpose just to test, make sure that we could handle everything. Also, we added some new stuff like this design menu where you can actually just load and install theme. So let's say you created this Mario theme and you wanted to apply it to all of your products. Let's say you want to create one installer for all of your products, and have the same look and feel. You can just go ahead and do that, and then just change all the information in the product info, but then still use the same installer look and feel. So that's pretty cool itself. And then of course we also give you now the option to save, load these new profiles with all of the information, or just start from scratch and create a new one. Alright, so it's going to go ahead and make the installer now. It can take a few minutes depending on the size. The underlying technology of this is using gzip to compress all the files, and then it takes all those files and then embeds them in the installer. And in this example, again, there's thousands of files, so it's going to take it a minute. Oh, I hate when that goes wrong. So no. Okay, I went ahead and republished this one. Call it a blooper because I changed the end user license agreement here on accident. Alright, so it's going to go ahead and zip up everything into this installer and then upload it to the server, so that way, if your program that you create decides you need to call for an update, it'll be up there on the web. Alright, so it's almost done. Let's go ahead and do the cleanup, and then it's going to go ahead and upload it. I'm going to go ahead and pause during the upload like I did with the compressing of all the files, just because it's pretty big. But as you can see, it's 219 megs, and the original file size of the source files themselves was almost 500 megs, 450 megs. So at least half the size there. So the gzip technology is not too bad. Okay, all done. Perfect. Now let's check out this new installer and see how it did. Alright, so here it is. NES, Nintendo Entertainment System 1.0 setup. Ooh, let's see how it goes. I'm excited. Alright, this file is also going to take a minute to actually load. I'm sure the Windows UAC would like to scope it out, but here is our new installer that we designed in the designer earlier, looking pretty snazzy. So like always, you give your option for your users to agree to the terms, change the location if they wish, create the shortcuts, hit install. Alright, so here's this new progress bar we've designed. It's very smooth. We obviously didn't come up with a great color scheme here because it's not, but it was just a quick demo just to show you how we can get it out there. It's actually installing fairly quickly, so I'm not going to pause it. Just a couple caveats though. Once it's done with this, then it's going to go ahead and associate the Nintendo Entertainment System file for the ROMs, so that way you could play the games. Or in the case of my automatic update tool, when you click on the new profile that you've made, it'll load that up. So now you have the however you want. It's going to be some really good. See, here's creating the registry enters, shortcuts, and then the file associations, and then it's done. So if you check out the release notes, when you typed it in earlier, check out all the new games. If you go to the website, I should have had to go to Nintendo of America, since they actually own the intellectual rights to all this stuff. Instead, it just goes to the soft update site. Again, you can customize that, type in whatever you want.